Hi, my name is Abhimit Handamalam. I'm a Uyghur scientist from Boston, Massachusetts, United States. Today, I want to continue to testify for missing religious scholars from East Turkestan who are missing in concentration camps and prisons of Chinese prisons in East Turkestan slash Xinjiang. So last time I already have testified for 30 imams. Unfortunately, I don't have their pictures. I'm gonna just read the information about them starting from next. So I wouldn't number them, but this will be from number 31 or 30 of the imams. Name of the Imam is Abdurrahman Malam. His age is around 25 years old. He was from Korla city, number 37 residential district. Got into Islam University in Urumqi after graduating the high school. In mid 2016, he went to study into Egypt. When he was there about 6 months, due to some of the issues with his passport and his documentation, Chinese consulate in Egypt, he had to stop his education in Egypt, and he went back to East Turkestan, maybe to Korla, and he had taken care of his parents. In around 2 weeks after his return to East Turkestan, he was arrested and he was sentenced to 10 years of prison. Ever since from that time, from mid-2016, Abdurrahman Malam is missing. The second Mullah is his name is Mehmet Malam. His age is not available. Details about this Imam: he was from Guma County of Hajin Prefecture. He dedicated his whole life to educating others academically and religiously. In 1995, he spent 3 years in Chinese prison. After his release, he continued to educate young people. In 2004, he was arrested again by Maral Bishe County Police, and by the excuse of giving tabligh without government's permission. According to unofficial accounts, he was sentenced to 17 years of prison. The third missing imam's name is Ilihan Ustaz. His age is not available. Details about him: he was the chief imam of the Adian Mosque in Guma County. We know that he is in jail and serving time of the jail sentence. We have no idea. The fourth Imam for today, his name is Habibullah Merson. His age is also not available. He was a renowned religious scholar from Nishanyar Township of Guma in Guma County. He was very dedicated, and he dedicated his life to educate young people. He was taken by Chinese police to prison in 2015. Ever since, his whereabouts is unknown. The fifth Imam for today, his name is Abhimit Mahmud Damolam. He was from Guma County. His age is not available as well. He was one of the founding religious figures in the whole Hajin prefecture. He was arrested in 2014, and ever since his whereabouts is unknown. The next religious scholar is missing. His name is Nasruddin Jan Merson. He was an Uyghur medicine doctor, one of the renowned religious intellectuals of Uyghurs in Huma County. He was arrested in 2016 along with other key figures in Huma County, Khotan Prefecture. The next person is Mamat Ilihan Merson. He was from Huma County as well. He studied Islam and he was his profession. He was an Islam imam, and he made a really big religious achievement as an imam in the region, in the Homa County. He was arrested in 2014 from his home in Hotan, and we know that he was sentenced to 20 years of prison. The next person's name is Ilihan Merson. He was a religious teacher and a preacher. He owned a small business. Besides, he was an imam. And he was detained for 6 months in 2015. Later, and then he was released. And then later he was arrested again. And he was never seen ever since he was arrested after that. And no one and his family have not heard of him since. Another person, his name is Mamat Damola. And we don't have much of information about him, but we know that he was arrested in 2015. The next person is Abhimit Handamalam. He was a religious teacher. He had his own business as well for living. In 2015, he was arrested for a tabligh, it's a preaching, and which he did at the ceremony. And he was sentenced to 7 years in prison. So he's serving a prison time. The next person is Abhimit Handamalam. His age is not available. He was a sheikh of Tagiz Grand Mosque. He was detained and sentenced for lifetime in prison. The next imam is Ilihan Merson. He was very knowledgeable person knowledgeable person. He was a preacher and a businessman. He was arrested in 2014 and disappeared ever since. So there is no news about this particular Imam. The next person is Mamat Yusuf Memtimin Damola. Age is not available. He was a sheikh of one of the mosques in Guma County. He was arrested for teaching religious and organizing illegal gathering. That's what he was giving a sentence for. He also was giving a lifetime in prison. A year when he was arrested is unknown. The next person, number 14, is Imam is Ablis Mitivila. This Imam was a preacher. He also owned a small business, and he was entrepreneur. And he disappeared as well around 2015. And we don't know how many years of prison he was sentenced. The number 15 for today name is Abhimit Yusuf Damola. His age is not available. He was from Moji Township in Guma County, Hotan. He studied religious under Ilihan Merson's mentorship. He was a local preacher, businessman, and a board member of one of the trading companies. He was arrested in 2015, and we don't know how many years of prison he was given, and there is no news about his whereabouts. The number 16 religious scholar name is Ilihan Damola or Abdullah Mehmet. He was from Moji Township of Guma County, Hotan. He was a profound religious figure and a prayer lead to Moji Grand Mosque. He was a farmer and a trader on a side. He was arrested in 2016 and never been heard ever since. So number 17 religious scholar name is Pavan Davut. He was a teacher in one of the religious schools in Tokozak County in Kashgar Prefecture. So we don't know when he was arrested, but we know that he's been arrested, and we have no news about his sentence, length, and other information. Number 18 religious scholars for today name is Muhammad Abdullah Ahmed. He was from Achikshta town mosque, and he worked there as a clerk. He had been arrested and spent 10 years in prison. After he served 10 years, he came back home, and then recently he was arrested again, and he was sentenced for another 10 years again. And I believe that recent is about from 2016 or 17. And he hasn't been heard ever since. He's been second time arrested. Number 19 Imam name is Mehmet. In parentheses, they call him Karim. His age is not available. He's from Guma County, Hotan. He was arrested in June 2014. He was bailed out due to his health condition in June 2015. Later, when his health got better, he was arrested again and detained according to some of the leaked information from Hajin. And there are some information that he was killed in prison in December of 2019, but we couldn't verify that information. The number 20 of religious scholar, his name is Abhimit Mattohti. He was a prayer lead of Ittifaq Mosque, and he was detained and sentenced for lifetime in prison. The number 21 religious scholar for today his name is Ahmed Khan Ibrahim Damola. He was from Konichi town of Urumqi. He was a prayer leader, and also he was a clerk in that Konichi mosque. Originally, he is from Hotan. He was detained because he visited Egypt in Hotan. He was taken to prison. There is no news about him and how many years he was given to. Number 22, a religious scholar. His name is Abdul Hakim Hoshur Damola. He was from Langer area, Saidong town, Gulja city. Originally, he's from Guma County, Hotan. He was arrested in 2015, and there is no information ever since about him. Number 23 religious scholar's name is Mamat Abdullah Khudaberdi. Excuse me. Number 23 his name is Mamat Abdullah Khudaberdi. He was from Homa County downtown. He was a teacher at the religious school and trader on the side for a living. He was one of the apprentices of renowned religious figure Ilihan Merson Hajin. He was detained in 2015, and ever since there is no news about him. The next person, number 24, religious scholar's name is Abdullah. He was 42 years old. He was born in 1978. He was working in Langer Mosque. He was a prayer leader from Soidong Township, Qorgas County. He graduated from Islam University in Urumqi. He gave lectures to Chinese designated students. He was working, he was a tour guide in 2015. He was a lead to the Hajj to Mecca in 2015. And there was no other records of him going abroad. And he obviously was arrested because of this in 2018. Then he was released in 2019 and then taken again back to prison, arrested 2 months after. So last year he was released and taken back, and there is no any more news about him. So now he's still in prison. Number 25, religious scholar, his name is Qasim Damullah. He was born in Aksaq Maralda Township, Maralbishi County. After graduating the high school, he went back to his hometown, Serek Boya town. Later on, he studied in Islamic religion in Khudair Arkhan, from Khudair Arkhan Damullah. After his untimely demise, he resumed the prayer lead position. He was appointed as a role model religious figure and representative of the people of his town numerous times by local Chinese government. And then he has been sent to attend People's National Congress meeting, obviously in mainland of China. He got some awards for being model and made it to the documentary even on TV, in Chinese TV, around 2017. And then he was arrested in 2017, and he's been named as two-faced. And ever since of 2017, there is no news where he is, which prison, and how many years of sentence. Unbelievable. Unbelievable for this terrorist government. Number 26 of religious scholar's name is Tursun Abdullah. He was from number 3 town, Akau County, and he earned the certification for level 2 religious lecturer by the Chinese government. And in 2015, he was arrested and sentenced to 9 years of prison. Number 27 religious imam, his name is Abdullah Damullah. He's 56 years old. He was from Wuchang city. He was a prayer lead in Miquan district, Urumqi. He was taken to the camps. I don't know which year, it's unknown, and there's no news about him ever since. Number 28, religious scholar, his name is Mehmet Abdullah Hajin. He was from Roma County, Hatan Prefecture. Between 1987 and 1992, he studied in Islamic University in Urumqi. After graduating this Islamic University, he became a teacher in the same school. So it's in a Islamic University. And in 2011, he was arrested and for 2 years for subverting the country, God knows what it is, which is very popular, was popular in China, to give that kind of reason for the imprisonment. Later in 2017, he was arrested again, and we have no news about him, whereabouts, and one of his sons now lives in Canada. Number 29 for today's testimony. Number 29 religious scholar's name is Yusunjan Abidin Adamola. He was from Ustun Atush Township of Atush Oblast. He was the son of renowned religious figure Abidin Damola Hajin. He studied in Islamic University in Urumqi between 1987 and 1992. After graduating that university, he started working as a teacher at the same university. He taught in between 1991 and 2001. In 2001, he was sentenced for 2 years in prison. And in 2017, he was arrested again and sentenced to 20 years of prison. Number 30, religious scholar. His name is Tahir Haji. He was from Kucha County, Aksu Prefecture. He studied in Islam at Islam University in Urumqi between 1987 to 1992. Became a teacher at the same university after graduation, and according to some news, he was arrested in late 2017, and we don't know any prison sentence land, and we don't know any whereabouts about him. Number 31, a religious scholar. His name is Shahabuddin Damola. He was from Yapchan Township, Yinji Sheher County, Kashgar Prefecture. He studied in Islam University in Urumqi between the same time, 1987 to 1992. After graduation, he became a teacher at the same university between 1992 and 2017. He was arrested in 2017, and there is no news about him ever since. Number 32 religious scholars missing. His name is Qakhar Mehsud Damola. He was from Taksu County, Aksu Prefecture. He taught at the university between 1992 and 2017. He was arrested in 2017. It's unknown for how long he was sentenced, and there is no news about him. Number 33 religious scholar, his name is Ablet Qurban Damola. He was from Yarkand County, Kashgar Prefecture. He studied at the Islamic University in Urumqi between 1987 and 1992. He became a teacher at the same university after graduation. He taught in that university between 1992 and 2017. He was arrested in 2017, and we have no idea how many years. Number 34 religious scholar's name is Abdurrahim Damola. He was from Bortala city. Studied in Islamic University between 1993 and 1998. In 1998, he came to know to the daughter of Dola trader in Dong Kavrok in Urumqi. Later they got married. He became imam of Grand Bazaar Mosque in 1999. Between 1999 and 2017, he assumed the imam of this mosque. So obviously he was teaching, he was working as an imam in this mosque. And he was arrested in 2017, and he was killed at the Chinese police custody while he was arrested. Number 35 religious scholar's name is Ilihan Merson. He was from Awadh County, Arsu Prefecture. He studied in at the Islamic University between 1998 and 2003 in Urumqi. He sought the master's and his PhD in Al-Azhar University. It's in Egypt, starting from 2003. After return to Urumqi, he became a teacher in Islamic University. And he was arrested in 2018. And there is no news about him ever since. This is 35. Just will check it. And I think that's all what I have translated for today. 35 religious scholars. And this list of translation will continue. And I want to say thank you for your attention. And this list and testimony will continue. Thank you so much.